What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 12 of my Total War Warhammer 3 Malakai Makaisson Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, another adventure saw the superiority of our machines take on those of the Chaos Dwarfs and obliterate some Dreadquakes and stuff with our cannons and our air force alike. In addition to that, we got, I think it was 3 battles against the forces of the Nurglites there under Festus, culminating in a pretty glorious fight out here defending the Tower of Karak. And a little bit closer than perhaps we'd like, but at the end of the day we held on to the tower, and well, if we should build defenses here, it'll be fine, though we probably want to march an army down here and sort of preemptively destroy these guys. Frankly, I'd love to sick the Empire upon them, but the Empire has enough problems to deal with at the current time as it is, between Vlad and between the Barrow Legion, as they both seem to be doing very well. If only we could get the Orcs and the Barrow Legion to fight each other, but they seem to like each other based on destroying everybody else around them. So yeah, Kuhan is hard pressed, but we don't have additional armies to send down there. And everywhere south of us is not doing so well, though north is going pretty okay. Anyway, in terms of what we gotta do this particular turn, first order of business is the money situation. We're at minus 5,000, and it's a little bit much right now. What do we need to do is reduce number of lords. Alright, Peak Gate Guard. You know what, we're not gonna pay for you. I frankly think that we should delete all this massive pile of Dwarf Warriors altogether, and do so right now. Do we need to keep the gyrocopters with brimstone guns? I'm not entirely sure that we do. I mean, we could send the bonus... Okay, wait. How much room do we have in Stochel Jarbeard's army? Assuming these 4 are going to get replaced by Iron Drakes, we will need 1 Dragonback Slayer, 1 Dragon Slayer, and 1 Flame Cannon, which leaves us no room whatsoever, meaning we can't fit a Gyrocopter with a Brimstone Gun in there, meaning we can delete it. Scolder Guard and Battle Barge need to be transferred to Grumbrindle, so you've got a little bit of a ways to travel, and you can link up with... actually not link up at all. You are going to transfer the Slayers with Grudge Settler Slayers, whatever, and we're going to delete the rest of these guys. Like so. They were here temporarily to defend then. You certainly don't need these runes or items, as you're not needed anymore to defend. We will hope that an army can do that for us before Festus returns. We're gonna disband you. Yes. And you are going to transfer the Slayers of the Grudge Settler Slayers, because I don't want to delete them because we don't have a lot of them, to Architect Zifbard, he can tote them around until they can be transferred to an army. You know what, I don't care about the slight bit of attrition, just keep on moving. Oh, you don't even suffer attrition. What you do want is Root Marcher to move a little bit further. Nice. I thought for a second that would put him back in attrition. Anyway, you should be able to meet up with Grumbrindle relatively soon, especially as I think we'll send Gromby down south to deal with the vampires, while Malakai... oh my lord. Would you look at that? Karakadrin has taken Sharna Grund. Oh, that's hilarious. Confederating them, probably gonna be unlikely. That's gotta be a lot of grudges. Also, wait, how are... wait, let me just see here. The legendary grudges... Clan Scryer, yeah, that would be great, but that's not the one we're at yet. This one, the Fallen Ones. Disciples of Hashut are almost dead. This is actually more or less part of our main quest. There's also Arguelon, I guess. Unlocks the landmark building in the Oak of Ages. Could send Malakai to burn some Wood Elves, just because. Potential. Depends on how long this campaign lasts. There's a lot of fun to be had, potentially. Destroy Nagron, Cult of Pleasure, and okay, this one's kind of far, though I do wonder what the unique lord is as for this grudge. Does anybody know? Anybody played that far? Ensure that the following building has been constructed. Sealed tombs. That's not up to us. That is up to Karakadrin, so yeah. Clan Moors needs to be destroyed as well. And we need to control Karak 8 Peaks. Plus 2 grudge settler unit capacity per army. Yeah, that's actually a decent reward if we actually get decent piles of grudge settlers, mind you. Anyway, just wanted to take a quick look at that. Our money situation is not quite fixed, and it'll get a little bit worse in a second for reasons. And those reasons being, we are okay. Wait, let's just do this first. You're gonna hit the Pillar of Skulls, and we're gonna occupy it. And I guess since this thing doesn't have dig in, we can give the Rune of Burning back to it. This is the one that doesn't cause any problems with the Grape Shot. Alright, auto-resolve this. Yes. And occupy it. I'm just gonna take the Rune of Penetration off of this army because it's starting to bug me that it's there and we can't equip it. Hello. What do we have this here? Warhost of Jar. Yes, go kill that convoy. It has nothing in it. You can kill it. Do you have any items we could give you? Heart of Malevolence? I don't think Grimrindle needs it, to be perfectly honest, though at the same time I'm not entirely sure who to give this to. Although, his melee defense being at 63 isn't super high. Give him a little bit of bonus defense and missile resistance, though with 139 armor, maybe he doesn't need that. I'll think about it. We could give him a Dawnstone, I guess. And an enchanted item, we could probably toss him some ancillaries as well. We'll have to figure that out once we actually figure out what exactly is going to be in his army. Let's just destroy this real quick. Should be auto-resolvable, I would imagine. Who are you at war with? You are at war with the Northern Provinces. Northern Provinces, hi. We will join your war against the Warhost of Jar if you... Defensive Alliance, huh? Well, there's some stuff they have that we could certainly use. Why not? Defensive Alliance. And this also gives us vision. Though I'm not 100% sure that that would benefit us all that much. And hopefully the alliance with them doesn't end poorly. Do they have Wei Jin or Nangao? No, they have Pomei. Alright, let's put it in Pomei. Do you have defenses? Yeah, they're building defenses there, it's fine. Hopefully. I hope it's fine. Pomei is the only option. I mean, there is another option. We build it in one of the gates. Do you have the defensive structure at any of the gates? The thing is, the gates have a bad habit of falling because the AI's, say, not so good at holding them. On the other hand, Pomei is right beside Wei Jin. Alright, let's try Snake Gate instead and hope that it doesn't get taken. At least we can build stuff there. Might be some potential for putting a drum or two with the Dwarven armies. Anyway. Buff up a nice blob, especially if we blob up around a drum. Anyway, Architect Zufbarden, you have places to be, sir. We're not going to delete anything at the Tower of Crack yet to build those defenses, but we are going to head to Nalfari Plain. And I guess we want to go all the way to Doomkeep and then down to Funky Town, no, Varkamp, loop back around. Do we want to travel all the way to the Monolith of Bjorkil Bloody Hand? By the looks of it, no. It's not yet ready to go to the next level, and this stuff is all good, so... Nalfari Plain is probably as far... Doomkeep is as far as we go. Alright. To Nalfari Plain and then to Doomkeep, sir. And that made us positive in terms of money, because you give a lot of bonuses to money-making stuff. You build the Dwarf Keep for free, and then we'll build whatever a Doom Keep for free, and then we'll keep building things for free as we run around. You are going to land in the Monolith of Catan, and you are going to take it with an auto-resolve, and you are going to heal better than normal, because we're not in red territory anymore. Isn't it nice? What do we have here? Huh. Go figure, we have a gunsmith's forge. We'll never get it up to tier 3 here, unfortunately, but... it'll take 1 turn to recruit a cannon. Huh. Go figure. Do this. Delete these 2 dwarf warriors. Why 2? No. Well, too late now. Damn it. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, what I wanted to do was get some Iron Drakes, but we can do that in a separate army. For example, if we go to Varkamp, we can, well, you're probably going to move to Serpent Jetty, eh? We have to go to the Fortress of the Damned. Oh, well then I guess Monolith of Catan will be a little bit closer. Alright, so leave Monolith of Catan. Oh, it's attrition-y here. Everywhere? Kinda don't like that. You could go to C, but if you do, I believe, since it's contested, you won't heal here. Are you able to reach us in one turn? You are. Let's not screw with that. Alright, fine. We'll go Varg Camp. We'll take temporary Lord Rorik Cromson, putting us back into the negative. And you're gonna go here, and you're gonna use up some money to get 1, 2, 3, 4 Iron Drakes from Malakai's army. Yeah, really expensive to get them this way, but whatever, what can you do? For a couple of battles, you are going to be using some cannons. And then we'll replace one of them with the flow. Well, I wanted to build one cannon to eventually be replaced with the flame cannon because we can't build flame cannons yet because we don't have the requisite buildings. But we can get rid of the dwarf warriors and these guys afterwards, and send them a dragon slayer as well. But anyway, that is why, as I said, the money will go negative again. Snorri Granite Hand, you can march on down. Get as close to Troll Fjord as you can, I guess. It's not like you need to heal or anything. And, whoa. Let's not be in march stance for that. So let's go here. I wonder if he'll move away. He should know that we're here. Hopefully he stays at Troll Fjord and allows us to attack him there. Surtha, I mean. Alright, that's decided with you, sir. Grimbrindle. Oh, right, I was gonna have you kill off this little convoy here. Should be auto-resolvable, yes? Really? It's gonna kill off... Okay, we'll just manually fight this real quick. Well, I guess they do have a couple of Bull Centaur renders. You know, if it turns into a fun fight, I'll... hopefully we can steal that Armor of Destiny. If it turns into a fun fight, I will make it cinematic. Alright, I'm a little bit worried about how the auto-resolve is disliking the, Grudge Rakers, was it, that we're gonna die? Kinda concerning, but anyway. You guys all sit up right here, and hopefully the charge of the Bull Centaurs won't carry them right on through. Gromby, you can be out front, Grudge Rakers directly behind the units like that, because the flamethrowers probably don't want to or can't fire over you. Let's turn off skirmish mode, Gromby out front, and chopper copters. You guys are gonna be back here. Let's put you into 2 separate groups, Group 2 and Group 3, so we can control them individually. Go and go. Watch out for those blunderbusses for obvious reasons, but you can ignore them, generally speaking, because they're relatively short range. Hit those Bull Centaurs. See how much damage you can do to them. Probably not a crazy amount, but we can certainly annoy them decently. Plus, these guys, unlike the other gyrocopters and unlike the brimstone guns, they can fire while moving, which works for us in this case. Yeah, this is barely doing it. It's not even tickling those Bull Centaurs. Damn. Huh. Maybe it's not worth it having these kinds of gyrocopters, as opposed to bombers. I'll think about it. If we're better off just building like 8 organ guns in addition to tons of iron breakers, then that's what I'll do. I mean, let's face it, we have plenty of Air Force already. And granted, this is not what these gyrocopters are for, but, you know. This is a little much. Alright, keep away from those blunderbusses because they'll kill you in like one hit. Maybe we should try and go after the blunderbusses. And that's the reason I'm doing this so carefully. A few shots from those blunderbusses are gonna hurt. Alright, get a few hits on them, and back away before they dish out damage. Knock out a couple of them this way. Alright, don't line up like that, they will kill you all. Okay, back away before they fire. Don't let them fire. Alright, get a couple of shots into these blunderbusses and then move away. Stop going into a frickin' column formation. I don't know what they did to this game engine to make units just love to go into column formation constantly. That they did in the 3rd game. That never happened in the 2nd game, but it was so strange. And I've always wondered whether they did it on purpose or whether it was a consequence of something that they did. But units are just constantly trying to move into a column formation. And obviously, you don't want... No. You don't want them to go in column formation. Alright, fire on them and back away. Alright. You fire on them. Okay, of course you're in column again. Alright, these guys are not having a great time. Back away before you get a volley on you. Alright, this is so irritating. Not for me, I mean for the enemy. Alright, you got some volleys in, and then back away. Don't let them fire, don't let them fire. You're being chased, but the other ones are chasing you. If they turn, then you turn around as well. Alright, they're chasing you as well. Oh, the blunderbusses. This is costing us a lot of, not mana, but ammunition. Now. Whoa, 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 okay, wait. Okay, I'm gonna move you all away for a second. Actually, no, kill this. I want to see how this looks. The, not the Grudge Rakers, but the Trollhammer Torps smashing into the Bull Centaur renders, but I also don't want tower units dying, so I want to get some shots here. Which, this is the main reason why I was considering making this a cinematic in the first place. Alright, okay, I'm just gonna speed it back up for a second. Move into the range of the Trollhammers if you would. Trollhammers, there we go. Alright, coming in, let's see how much damage they do to these Bull Centaurs. Not seeing any of them drop. Alright, here come the Grudge Rakers as well. I guess we can compare their damage too. Yeah, look at those Bull Centaur Bull Renders charge. Alright, I kept moving you guys, right? Alright, you guys keep on attacking. I just don't want to miss this. Alrighty, I mean, that's a scary hill to make your way up towards, but, well, they did it. Look at that. Well done to the Bull Centaurs, they're gonna get that charge in there. And the Grimbrundle can stop at least a few of them, but damn. I would have thought that the Trollhammer torpedoes would have brought them down, but yeah. Anyway, some nice slow motion shots of that, but they should be melting away shortly. And the... Okay, we need to kill off the other blunderbusses. All of you choppers, copters, go kill them. Alright, the rest of that looks good to me. I don't imagine the enemy infantry will actually reach us. And I hope we can... Oh, of course you go into bloody column formation again. Oh, you tell them to attack and they all attack in column. It's like they want a single like cannon shot or a single volley from something to instantly kill them all. Which is not what you want. Anyway, now that all the units are dead, Grimbrundle, go out front and go duel the enemy lord. And with all that Grudge Raker and fire, like fire. Oh, the lord routed. Oh, come on, game. Alright, well, it was still some cool shots of this little formation, but it really needs those organ guns. Those Centaur renders would never have closed this distance if the organ guns were present. And we may still want to get some Coilers, to be honest. We do have a few of those special Coilers available, just because Grimbrundle buffs them, and they can probably take a charge a little bit better than the Grudge Rakers can. Or not the Grudge Rakers, the... Yeah, the whatchamacallums. And yes, I'm aware we have bombs on the gyrocopters. Better than the Iron Drakes. All very distracting, it's hard to think. Alright, I don't remember whether you need to... I'm pretty sure if they lose this, like if a convoy loses, it dies, but just in case. Grimbrundle will get plenty of fights throughout this campaign, don't you worry. Let's destroy the unit. Alright, come on now. I guess racking up extra damage is gonna skew the results of the comparison, but whatever. And there we go. Alright. Too bad that won't count for our, like, quest thing to kill off a few... Oh, this unit actually ran away. The quest to kill one of the enemy convoy armies, because I think it's an actual quest army that we have to kill off. Alright, and... Okay, there we go. Loading, and hey, we did get the Armor of Destiny. Fantastic. I was banking on that. And let's see, we got a little bit of money, or we can heal up to full. We are in attrition territory, so we may want to take advantage of that and heal to nearly full. Now, in terms of damage, we got about 4 to 6k on the gyrocopters. Now, the Trollhammer torpedoes did the least damage compared to the Thunderers with Grudge Rakers and the Iron Drakes, which is kind of interesting. But we need to see them in a more prolonged fight and in greater numbers. So yeah, tracked replacements, please. Nice. And you frankly don't need that stonemason, but, you know, hold on to it for now. Are you still in range? Yes. Meaning, you're gonna move here. And you should still be able to recruit some stuff. Perhaps not necessarily needed stuff, but stuff. We have plenty of copters for now. Let's get a, I don't know, a couple more Iron Drakes of various kinds. We're probably going to delete them later, but just for now. Do that and that. Probably too many of the Fire Iron Drakes, but, you know. I want the army to be able to function by itself until it has everything else in it that it needs to have. Like those organ guns, and frankly 3 organ guns that we get from starting this adventure aren't going to be enough. We're going to need more, which means Malakai, you're going to have to build stuff. How expensive is this? 3.2k, and we do want to get the flame cannon up and running as well. I wish it wasn't all so horrifically expensive, considering. What you gotta do, what you gotta do. Compact forge, go for it. And this gives us another engineer capacity. Oh, Gromby's gonna need engineers, isn't he? Especially with all those Iron Drakes. We could give them all Grudge Rakers, I guess. Although the ballistics calibration would actually be pretty nice for the for them as well. Possibly better than the Grudge Rakers. Triangulation will give them additional missile strength, and the additional speed will work quite nicely with his army, and the flash bombs in addition to that. Yeah, we probably will want that. And we have to have... Wait, did I sent him a Thane and a Runesmith, right? Okay, there's the Runesmith, and yeah, you're the Thane. Thanes needed to get that Ironbeard trait on the Iron Breakers. Iron Drakes, not Iron Breakers. Everything's Iron. Ironbeard, Iron Breakers, Iron Drakes. We prefer fire. Jartrom for life. Anyway, you can just, yeah, do your thing. Anyway, I believe we're good to go for next turn, and oh, would you look at that. Some of our public order in certain places is rising once more. You know what I also wanted to try? Let's see if we can get you, by giving you that defensive alliance that you've been wanting so long. Can you declare war on the Fecondites? You can for 1,000 gold. Yeah, do it. This might get them killed, but we don't care. We just want the Fecondites distracted until we can send an army down there to deal with them ourselves. And since we don't have the money to afford too many armies, that now, I believe is good, or at the very least it's good enough to do what we need to do. Alright, skip, including the outpost stuff. Assuming we don't need to actually recruit anything right now. Any little Groms available? No. We do have the... Crossroads, I think, has 17 allegiance. That's surprisingly cheap. That's shockingly cheap. Why are they so cheap? The heck? Isn't me, or should they not be that cheap? I'm not complaining. I actually prefer all the units cheap so that it's not so difficult to get them, but, yeah. Alright, end turn. Oh, damn, I didn't notice the Grimbrindle leveled. Every time, unlike other lords where I like to save points until like right before there's an actual major fight, since Grimbrindle has that unique blue line, we kind of have to basically level him up every time he gets any tiny bit of XP. Alright, short victory achieved. Somebody killed Uskalek. Grimcore went to Uska. Ooh, that means he's close to Malakai. Oh, if we could get Malakai to kill him down there, that'd be swell. But this is important. Wait. Short victory. What? Game? What? Cloak of Alea. Win the following battle. Oh, it's Grimbrindle's quest. I didn't even think that he had any. Oh, right, he did. He has all 4 items. He's one of those lords that has a million quest things. Yeah. Alright, well that I'm happy about. I didn't expect the Disciples of Hashut to get destroyed like that. Fortunately, I imagine the Legion of Asgore is fine down there. Yeah, I see the Chaos Corruption, so we're okay. We're okay, don't worry guys. There will be time enough to fight some Chaos Dwarfs. What we want here is Master Engineers. I don't like any of these traits. I guess we could get you Tinkerer. Alright, fine. I mean, Grimbrindle needs Master Engineers, and I don't really want to mill through them too much. Malakai, you're supposed to head to... Ooh. We do want to get to Karak Doom. Olaf Hilmarsson, where are you going? You're probably going to try to go around to Stormvrak Man? Alright, fine. We're going to go to Tribe Slaughter first. I don't imagine Serena Katrin will go for Karak Doom. She's probably going to go for for Dwarslav, which is fine. I'll resolve this. Sound of discipline, sure. And occupy it. Alright, like so. Hey, we got a student as well. Nice. Stonemason, plenty of stonemasons. Gromby. Your recruitment is fine now. I would like you to march stance all the way to the Pillar of Skulls. You two can work together for now. Alright, and hey, we got to keep the Tusk Market here. Well, that's fine. Don't need this or this. We can keep the refectory, and I don't think we need the armory. I doubt that the Engineer Corps is going to come down here, though, so we'll just ignore that. Alright, who's up next? Architect Zufbarden, you... Why is it red like that? Okay, it's just the game being buggy. I guess it saved the line from last turn. You need to just get to Doomkeep. Then you need to just build the stuff for nearly free. Then, assuming we're avoiding the Monolith of Bjorkil Bloody Hand, you need to start making your way either down to... Maybe we could go to the Monolith of Katam and reduce significantly some of the stuff there. Maybe by that time we will want to build stuff in the Varg camp. I mean, we should probably build the money thing here. Yeah, fine. Collect the income here, delete this. We'll delete this for now, because we can just global recruit, and then we'll head you down here and then back around to our capital. Alright. Oh, I wanted to go around to Sarl encampment as well. Whatever. I mean, there's always places to be, right? You need to... Hello. You're just a little bit too far. I wonder if he'll attack us at Serpent Jetty if we hit the Serpent Jetty. Though I'm a little bit concerned by the fact that, oh my lord, Eocold Hellbrass, the Blue Scribes, and Harry the Hammer, all in one army. Game, what are you doing? Why you do this? And I also note that Sirtha Ek is a little coward and decided to run away. Alright, fine, we're gonna go into ambush. And hope that we see him. Alright, he's moving to the Serpent Jetty, but we know that he can't reach it. I wonder if he'll move back to Troll Fjord if we stay in ambush. Stay in ambush. Stochel, you're heading to the Serpent Jetty, and we'll see where Egarl moves. Hopefully he doesn't have another army nearby that can hit us as well. I'm gonna risk auto-resolving this and hope we don't get screwed. We did not get screwed. Good. Occupy. Guildmaster, sure, more money. Hellspire Mountains are ours, and we'll empower the guilds, as we like to do. Alrighty. That looks good as well. A little bit of admin right now. But it's necessary. You, sir. You've got a fairly long ways to travel to Gromby, but, well, away you go. Gotta deliver that Thunder Barge. It's not like we're gonna get rid of it. You need to somehow catch up with the Architect. You're costing us a lot of money to keep this one unit of Grudge Settler Slayers around. Honestly, I'm starting to feel like it's not worth it just because of the sheer effort of getting there. But anyway, Boki Cragbrow, Master Engineer. Wait, did I recruit you at the Pillar of? Yeah, I did. Okay. I was wondering where I recruited you. Agile. Just had to double check these. Runesmith. How many of these do we get? Not that many. I wanted to see if we could put another a Thane in the Engineer Corps, but for now I think we'll hold off. You can enter Gromby's stack, and then so can you, if you can reach him, which you can. Come on. There we go, that's one, and that's two. You know what to do. Alright, this completes Gromby's stack, at least for now, and we'll slowly replace some of these units with the stuff we need. How many more turns until we can get him organ guns? 2. Alright, he's getting there. He's getting there. Still not sure where to put that Heart of Malevolence thing, but anyway. Olaf, I believe you have nowhere to run except to perhaps return to Fort Dwarslav. But that's not our problem. Because it's unlikely that we'll be able to hold on to the entire territory. And he still has Temple of Heimkill, but it looks like the Robsman clan are going to grab that. Alright, the rest of that looks good to me. So, 2 things. 1, Diplo. Western provinces want to be friends? Yeah, sure, Western provinces we can be friends, including with trade. Including you give us cash. Nice. Then Argolon wants to be... Oh, they're getting wrecked by Clan Scryer and the Bloody Hands. Alright, well, I guess we can't count on anybody to destroy Scryer for us. No Confederation, like standard version Confederation. Does anybody know, is regular Confederation still possible? Like, is the Grudge Confederation just a secondary form of it? Or like another option? Or is it the only way to confederate dwarfs now? Anyway, Gormadni Vargan Clan Ferric. No, we're not piecing out with any of you. Alright. Any buildings too far away, any buildings we need to cancel? I'm still tempted by the defenses at Karak. At the Tower of Karak, rather. Without defenses, it will fall if something attacks it. I really don't want to lose the extra growth. Can we risk it is the question. I'm gonna say we're gonna risk it. We're gonna risk it and hope that that our Great Orthodoxy friends keep the Fecondites busy, since we don't want to go down there right now. Next up, our tech, an important tech got completed, which is the Seal Stones, giving us the ability to get Grungni's Blessing, and thus more money from everything. Population surplus 2 for newly captured settlements, diplomatic relations with Empire Kislev, Cathay, and Bretonia, and allegiance points gained. Yes, and ooh, construction costs. All of this costs a lot of oath gold, obviously, which we don't have, but still nice. Alright. Skip. If we can't find too many good battles, we'll just do Gromby's quest battle. Once we get him his battle barge. Join war against the scaling. No, but yes, but just we need the army to move down there. Oh, let's see if Stochel gets attacked by Aecold and by Harry the Hammer and by the Blue Scribes and everybody. Well, they didn't hit us directly. I wonder if they're in range, though. Which is very possible. Alright, can you hit Karak Doom from here? Oh, yes, you can. It looks like Malakai can move pretty darn far, which is really working for me. Elspeth discovered. Ally begins outpost. Disciplinarian. A new age of reckoning cycle begins. Alright, and I take it it's still at an insane amount? Yeah, we haven't received a patch that fixes it yet. Alas, I'm just gonna have to deal. You little coward, you have moved away to where we can't reach you. Alright, fine, go back to the Monolith of Catan. Now, frankly, his army isn't all that crazy, or all that good, so maybe it's not so surprising that he did this. Only we could reach you, but I guess we'll have to stay here. Hopefully we don't just have to bounce back and forth. Where did... Surtha Egg disappeared. He could be in ambush somewhere. Or he could be sitting right here. I guess we'll find out. I'll resolve this for now. He should be compelled to attack a place because of his last territory, right? They're not destroyed, but there he is. Oh, it gives us a vision of him. I wonder if he'll head towards the Serpent Jetty or towards Troll Fjord. I also hope that Bellicor waits to declare war on us, like gives us a minute. That would be nice. Empower the guilds, we can upgrade you immediately because we'll need to build defenses here. Pretty much stat. Are you gonna take all this stuff? I was hoping we could take it for ourselves since it has ports and would thus be a very rich province, but alas, it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Oh well, you're gonna hit Karak Doom. And do we have defenses here? Oh, we have a no, we don't. Basically, we don't. Okay. Where the heck did their armies go? Maybe they got destroyed by Grimgor or by Arena Katrin? Or were they at war with these guys? Who the heck killed them? They're not at war with anybody. Who killed you, rats? What happened to you? Who hurt you? Anyway, Gromby, you need XP. We're going to leech it from this little attack. And you're going to be just out of range of your engineer if you do this, so go here. Alright, and now you're in range, I think. Yes. Alright, so... we're going to get rid of... I don't know, one of the Grudge Rakers, I guess. They're really quite nice in this army, but I don't want to build the army around them because I want another army built around Grudge Rakers. This one's going to be a little bit more Iron Drakey. And once again, Gromby doesn't buff him. Alright, you head into the army. I do, however, want to still check for better ones. Another Tinkerer. You know what, let's get him 2 Tinkerers. Why not? Wait, can we summon one directly at Malakai? Yes, we can. Tinkerer right here. This way we don't waste the distance. It's just too bad that you can't, like, enter the army that you were summoned at the very turn that you were summoned, you know? I feel like that should be a possibility. Anyway, I'm gonna obviously auto-resolve this garbage. It's just piles of clan rats. I think the Spirit of Grungni alone would be able to conquer this entire territory and occupy. 2% grudges for that. Yep. Looks like we're gonna get another debuff. And we got the Hammer of Smednir for our reward weapon strength, as well as the... an explosion that causes a speed reduction. Large randomly moving area of effect, eh? Who the heck do we put this on? That's gonna be an interesting question. And I never got to read this. Capture and occupy Karak Doom. The mountain city of Karak Doom is well known to you, where great furnaces and smithies of the Dowie had once become overrun by the encroaching forces of chaos, who made the city the jewel in their ruinous crown. Hey, that's my favorite kind of crown. It is a great shame of your kin that many heirlooms were lost. Though its remaining inhabitants had been rescued during the Spirit of Grungni's previous foray, there had been no word from the city since. Many of its treasures are thought to still remain in its holds. More than reason enough to go back and re-secure the city. Maybe secure it once and then do it properly, and then you won't have to re-secure things, but anyway. I'm just saying. Architects of Pardon. Let's get you moving, sir. I guess we'll visit the Varg camp and the Monolith of Catan, why not? You can stop at the Varg camp right here. Or just Varg camp, whatever. Build that trinket maker, and this is Monolith, this is Monolith, this is Monolith. I don't want to go any further than necessary, there we go. Now that you're at the Monolith, we're going to go Obsidian Trinket Maker, Dwarf Docks, and... Siggy's still... With his main army here, he could very well go to one of these places which aren't defended right now, which means we're definitely going to have to go northward with these guys. Still not enough armies here, but anyway. Do we risk building defenses? I really don't want to lose a tier 3 structure. I think we do. Until this place is cleared out, let's say. Yes. And, oh! Rorik. I didn't realize you built those so fast. Yes. Go to where you need to go. March stance? March stance. Go here. You need to transfer those to Stochel. And you, sir, now that you built at the Monolith... You can either... Where's Grayling Moot? It's all the way over here. It's about to finish its tier 3, which means more upgrades. Not so much for Doomkeep. Nelfari Plain will take a little bit. And we'll probably need to return to Altar of Spawns and Monolith of Flesh, but we could do another round this way. Alright, Architect, go back the way you came. Take the same road and go back around. I hope I didn't screw up in this guy. No, he can't. He can't go around and hit the Iron Drakes. They need to be in that army, though. You travel this way. Don't trespass in... Oh, this wouldn't be trespassing anyway. It's the Ropsman clan that we don't have the military access thing. And we'll still trespass in their territory either way. You have nearly caught up with the Mistress of Pardon. Seriously, all this just for a single unit of Slayers. And we have, was it 2 units that are available? Yeah, Quarrelers. Alright. Though with the buggy nature of this, the increased upkeep to the Grudge Settler units makes me think that they're not as worth it, but anyway. The rest of this I think is too far to get to. We probably could have finished the Gem Cutter's Hall by now. Yeah, build the Gem Cutter's Hall, we can build the other stuff when he comes around. The other stuff's a little bit expensive. Frankly, this is expensive too, but it also gives us 200 extra gold per turn, whereas this gives us only 100. So probably not as worth it, let's say. Anyway, Diplomacy. Argolon, even friendlier now. Mostly because they're dying, otherwise they wouldn't be such. We also have the Rats, that was probably their last territory, meaning... You can get outside of the settlement and set up here so that they can't take it from you. Alright, and I guess we build stuff here. Oh no, we'll empower the guilds first and we'll build stuff. I guess next turn. Will we need defenses here? I mean, most likely not. Ideally we take Uskalak from Grimgor and then use it as a defensive structure, in fact, or defensive place. In fact, if these guys hold Fort Dwarslav, then we don't have to worry about Grimgor jumping over us. Might actually work out better that way. Alright, Gromby, you can still move, so move right here. Until you're ready to cross back into the Empire and start hunting the undead and helping out with our adventurers. Skip. And turn. And next turn we get him his organ guns, 2 more turns, and we get him his thunder barge and his scolder guard, and then we send him to do his quest. I actually don't remember if I've ever done it before. I might have. It's been a while. I honestly don't remember what kind of army I gave Gromby the last time I used him. Anyway, you can't bypass this. So unless these guys are willing to give us a military access for very cheap. 1664. Fine. Why not? Hopefully it'll make us friendlier with the other Kislevite factions, because they all should be friends. I just want to say something. Yeah, okay. I was wondering if they were gonna hate on us for allying with them, because, you know, sometimes. Somebody go grab the frozen landing, but not us. Olaf Hilmerson. Can Gromby reach you here? Can't believe Serena Catherine moved away. Oh, can't she? Damn. Alright. Can you go... March stance to tribe slaughter. Damn, you're gonna have to peel away to there. He can't reach Karak Doom, there's no way. But we can reach Fort Dwarslav. Alright, fine. Take it. Guess we won't be leeching XP, which is a bit of a shame, but no real choice in the matter. What we do need to see, however, is if Grimgor's right here. No, damn, I was hoping for a full stack. Oh well. Still take it for ourselves, I'll resolve this. Wow, our poor precious gyro bombers. Occupy. Not 100% sure that we'll keep this, but we might. 2 tribe slaughter until these guys are done. Decent likelihood that since I assume this is their last territory, that we should check. Yes, they'll try to besiege you. I don't know if they'll immediately attack you, though. Oh, actually, what would be the point of besieging you anyway? Alright, you can... you can join the army. Beautiful. We're going to get rid of... Alright, get rid of one of these guys. I don't want too many of them because, once again, we have other things that we're dealing with. And we don't need the ranger building here either. Alright, we'll get into fights, guys, don't worry. For those who chafe at the admin, you probably want to get up. Frankly, you won't need Lightning Strike, at least not at the current time. We could also get you Mountain Strider and buff your own army. Frankly, I probably could have done this earlier just to get the additional movement speed, but Rouse the Engineers is certainly needed for your particular army style. Then, we're going to spend the 4.5 gold to start this adventure. And just out of curiosity, kill 15 enemies, 5 battles of Chaos Waste, kill enemies in battle, kill Champion of Corn. Wow. Kind of far. Kill Champions of the other gods. Oh, wow. Okay. That's going to be a hassle. I should have started with that one, perhaps. That's... Okay, here's a question. Can these armies actually move, or are they stuck where they are? I hope they can't move, because they just spawned in a bunch of territories that we own. Also, I was gonna give this to Boris, but I don't know what to ask for from him as yet, so I won't do so at the current time. Anyway, let's level these guys up before we get into fights here. Increase mobility for you, Runesmith, definitely Rune of Speed, definitely Rune of Wrath, and Ruin, and definitely Rune of Slowness. I mean, Oath and Steel as well, but, you know, slowness is going to be real helpful here. Still no Ironbeard, but nearly there. Until then, you can have Blade Master. Hard to hit. We could go all the way into Foe Seeker. Go all the way into Foe Seeker, why not? Alright, you're ready to fight should they actually attack you, and I imagine that they will, although the piles of Marauder Horsemen are probably not going to be so great against this stuff. Oh, actually. High Adventure units. 3 organ guns. Once again, I'm not super big on the regular gyrocopters. I don't see why we'd use them over gyro bombers. Just wondering what we should get rid of. I mean, we've seen so much gyrocopter play throughout this campaign. So if we get rid of 2 of them like this for now, just to keep a couple of grudge rakers, we're gonna build at least 2 more 2 more organ guns, it's just that we don't have them available right now, so let's do that. I really want just like lots of organ guns and lots of iron drakes with troll hammer torpedoes in this army, because I think it'll be cool. You... Huh, I wonder if it would be beneficial to have a 3rd engineer in here. The extra ammunition wouldn't be so helpful. You know what the engineer thing makes me think? We should try to build an army with 5 engineers and 14 goblin hewers, just to see. Just to see if it works. If we have time, I'll do so. But anyway, looks like another few moves to make here. Doomkeep will go on by and I guess build the stone bread bakery. We need to head to Grayling Moot. I take it we're not moving all the way here. It's too far, it's not worth to move it to there. Build the toolmaker workshop, build the stone bread bakery, and I don't remember what we were going to build here, so we'll build the refectory for now and possibly something else later. Alright, back the way you came now, yet again. And finally, we can transfer this and delete you so that you don't cost us any more cash. And we might bring you back later. Remains to be seen. Good, and you got nothing, goodbye. It's so weird that because of the... Ah, this guy stayed nearby. Well, that's just swell, we got ourselves a fight. I'm going to say move this guy in as a reinforcement. If he runs, we probably won't be able to use both armies, so... Yeah, and... Hello, Sir the heck. He's got basically nothing, he's not worth fighting. This, however, very much is, so that's what we're going to fight. Is Boris... Yeah, looks like he wants to move here himself. Wow, Boris. Taking the initiative. I like that.
For the wisdom of Valea.
You know what, I'm gonna go with the War of Endurance after. I'll get the melee defense and missile resistance, because at the end of the day, Stochel's already gonna be strong, and regardless of that, I want the extra melee defense and missile resistance via aura on Iron Drakes in the front line, so I think that's the... I think we get more benefit out of that. Anyway, Obdurate Leadership 9, we don't care about the subterranean stuff. Missile resistance for you personally. I think we keep making him into a fighter. Screw Ancestral Grudge, Ghost Guard Vet. Oh wow, the dwarfs get Ancestral Grudge instead of Blade Master or Blade whatever. It's terrible. 8 weapon strength for 2 points rather than whatever the melee version is. But anyway, you... Missile and melee damage increased by an additional 5 versus armor is increased by an additional 5. How much armor do you actually give? Oh, you're not actually doing this to the army right now, are you? An additional 5, but how much armor does it give normally? I would love to know, but alas, I probably won't. Anyway, we have all the runes. We're gonna go... Rune of Filth and Steel, another point. 2 points in Rune of Slowness. This army is going to be pretty reliant on that thing as well. Maybe not necessarily right now, but generally speaking. Foe Seeker, Fell-Handed Warrior, Unfaltering, and not Dowie Authority. Inherited Arms and Revered Thane, into more Blade Shield. And there you go, sir. And then the Master Engineer. Have to max out increased mobility. Have to get Flash Bomb. Next, Ballistics Calibration will help the entire army. I think, to be fair, we probably want to unlock these of Par 42 Panthers as soon as possible. I take it neither of these gives us flaming ammunition of any kind. I'll have to try to get him some fire ammunition later on. Anyway, break open the casks and start on triangulation. Alright, that looks good to me. Certainly good enough for a fight, so move forward. He's gonna run. Can the Iron Drakes reach him? Yes, they can. Fantastic. Took a little bit of a while this episode to get here, but Rorik, appreciate you recruiting all these guys for us. Hey girl, time to die. Alright, well, victory's been ours before, so we can rest assured that it'll probably be ours again, especially against all this. Though granted, they do have all those heroes. Blue Scribes, A Cold Brass, and Harry the Hammer all together. Oh, look at these two standing side by side. Isn't that adorable? I wasn't expecting that from the AI. They're just posing here. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. It'll be unfortunate for them when they are, awash in dwarven fire, but for now, they can pose to their heart's content. Anyway, we're moving in the gyrocopters to start the battle off as we usually do. We don't want the cannons to fire as yet. Now, we've deployed just far enough so that the cannons can't reach them, simply because we want to wait for our reinforcements to arrive. I still want to get a few shots off with our gyrocopters, but it's better to kick the anthill a little bit slower than we usually do. Shem's Burning Gaze coming in and smashing into our gyrocopters, but looks like it kind of missed them, and thus did not actually knock any out of the sky, surprisingly, considering pretty much everything knocks them out of the sky when it actually hits them. Otherwise, the gyrocopters are going to start on the Seeker Chariots here, getting maybe 20% damage on them with their first volley, and another 20% probably with their second. Alright, well, keep it up. The brimstone guns really don't do that much damage, but they're still relatively nice for harassing the enemy. Unlike the unlike the gyro bombers rather, which are really quite strong at what they do. These things are not going to be particularly good at single entities, but good enough for a weaker unit or, let's say, a more fragile unit, like the Seeker Chariots. And besides, these things work really well as harassing units and as sort of like the dwarven equivalent of warhounds. Anyway, we're moving now, and ooh, our cannon fire, our own cannons just knocked several of the gyrocopters. My mistake for moving in the line of fire, or perhaps the dwarven pilot's mistake for not, flying over the cannon fire. You gotta just fly a little bit higher. Come on, guys. Anyway, the reason we're moving them back here is because more Secret Chariots and Chaos Warhounds with poison have moved on, and we're gonna get a few shots on the enemy with the Quarrelers there. Oh, flame cannon, be careful. Gonna get a few shots with the Quarrelers there, but we'll probably need to help out so that we don't get flanked. The flame cannons are firing plenty, and the Forsaken here are already having a pretty bad day, though they're only the first to have said bad day. And there we go, more Secret Chariots now being targeted by Quarrelers and Gyrocopters alike. And it looks like the first of the chariots is down, and they're down to about half HP. Flame cannons are switching fire, and damn, that was a lot of damage through those spawn, and I assume there's going to be a lot of damage from the trolls, or to the trolls as well. How are we doing here? Yeah, the trolls are shaken. I believe they don't like fire, and by the looks of it, neither do the spawn. Looks like the chariots just managed to make their way through. They're unstable, they're crumbling away, being banished, and just trying to get to our artillery so that they stop firing for just a second. They melt away just as they get there, though, so it looks like we're safe. Flame cannons are still firing. Haven't had a lot of work for our newly arriving Iron Drakes yet, but the enemy will be in range before long, I'm sure. And especially over on this side, as some spawn of Slaanesh are going to move on in to try to go after the Longbeards or possibly the Quarrelers. We're going to slow them down by popping the Rune of Slowing on them. And that brings them down, slowness rather, down to 26 speed, which is manageable as it's a little bit slower than infantry speed. Two of our units of Iron Drakes, as well as the Gyrocopters Brimstone guns, are going to keep attacking. The spawn of Slaanesh will probably hit our own units a little bit here, but I think it's probably necessary in order to make sure that this unit dies quickly, rather than gets into our back lines, especially since the Quarrelers aren't technically supposed to be in this army anyway. Alright, get a few more volleys in there, but it looks like the Longbeards will be able to take care of the rest of this. Enemy army is still moving towards us. You may also notice the absence of the Blue Scribes, as it was shot out of the sky, or they were shot out of the sky by our cannons. A Cold Hellbrass now starting to take some fire damage, or not A Cold Hellbrass, the Harry the Hammer. And it looks like some more Chaos Spawn are moving into Iron Drake range, not just Flame Cannon range now. And isn't it a beautiful sight to have these guys in this army? At last. Funnily enough, the fire armies got going, let's say, properly in the Elspeth campaign and the Malakai campaign at the same time, and I'll be interested to compare how the two function, as they're both fire armies, but they're both very, very different from each other. Alright, and the Chaos Spawn are in, spinning to win to head towards us. Looks like Aircold will manage to reach our lines. We're going to have to be careful with the fire damage from our own, though fortunately the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass are unbreakable and shouldn't, well, at least run away, but we should be careful about, you know, cooking them all alive. Anyway, Doggos are returning, but they're about to take a big old volley from our gyrocopters, and you gotta love all these flame units everywhere. Oh wow, they managed to charge in before the Iron Drakes managed to volley away, but that's alright, we'll send in the Dwarf Warriors to deal. Looks like Echold Hellbrass activates his, I think that's his damage reflection ability. Yeah, melee damage reflection, but that's just fine. Whereas Harry the Hammer has been unable to do anything. Everything's firing at him and knocking him to the ground over and over again. He's slow and he just can't get to us, which is kind of hilarious. Essentially, we're using our stopping power to continuously knock him back, and this must be so incredibly irritating. It does look cool, though, with him just standing in the midst of all this, though alas, he won't be able to stand much longer. 460 HP and just a few more volleys, and he will go down. Heck of a show, though. Alrighty, and he's still just managing to hold on 2 HP there. I think he might be in the middle of his death anime. No, he's still moving. He's still moving with 2 HP. That's a champion for you, but alas, he goes down at last to the combination of cannon fire, the Grimdelvers, Grudge Rakers, and all those fire units exploding the champion in place. Very, very nice. That was worth the slow motion. You gotta love the way he just stood there with his shield and his armor taking hits on all that. Anyway, with that, the battle is ours. A reasonably easy one, but a pretty cool fight, especially with that last shot, and plenty of work for all of our fire units. Still gotta get our last Hell Cannon in here. Flame Cannon. Damn it. Oh, man. It's like my Doom Flayers, Warp Flayers thing in the Skaven campaign. I couldn't shake that either. But anyway. Alright, there we go. Easy enough fight. The biggest problem for the enemy was the fact that those infantry lords are just, or heroes and lord, are just too slow, as they take too long to get to our army. I think the most damage dealt was when damage we dealt to ourselves when the gyrocopters with brimstone guns were hit by our own cannon parallel to the formation, or perpendicular to the formation, and in such a way that it knocked 3 of them out. It was a bit of a shame, but you know, we could heal up, and I guess we do have to keep moving immediately. Although I think we basically have no move left, do we? In that case, we're going to heal anyway, so execute and loot. And the reason we have no move left is because we have to transfer. Too bad we can't heal here in the sea, and I was hoping we could go back, but oh well. Oh well. What we want to do here... See how we do this. We have 4 units of Iron Drakes, meaning... Probably want to move as far as we can. The question is to where? Do we go to the Fortress of the Damned, or do we leave that to the Slayers and instead try to see off Siggy, who's all the way out here? I am inclined to say Siggy has to be the priority, so you're going to go here. Still not at war with these guys, though we will be. And maybe a little bit further. Alright, then go here. Transfer the Iron Drakes. Take the Grimdelvers, the Quarrelers, and both of those Dwarf Warriors out. And then you will be replaced by a Flame Cannon. I'll name it right now. Flame cannon, and then you will be replaced by a Dragon Slayer. Yes, alright. You two out. Grim Delvers, we don't have to pay you for you because we don't have an army to put you in right now, and in 10 turns we can get you back, so no need. Yeah, okay, the rest of this looks fine. We don't have much in the way of melee, but this army was never going to have much in the way of melee, so that's just fine. And we'll try to transfer these Corlers with great weapons, grudge settlers to somebody. Maybe Grimbrindle, but probably not. Do you really want to tote them around again? Maybe. Anyway, kill Surtha. Sorry, Surtha, but you're just not worth fighting. Your army is far too weak. And if we set sail immediately... And we are going to want to heal first. There we go. Varg destroyed. Once again, I would have loved to have taken the territory from the scaling and to have moved you down here to deal with these guys, but Siggy's just going to be an issue until we deal with him, so deal with him we will. Go right here to the edge of this in the Straits of Chaos, which are owned by us. Alright, just gonna have to trust that Bellicor won't attack us in the next few turns. Now, I did want to transfer Dragon Slayer to you, though now we have them available. Can't build any from here. Yeah, we'd have to build one all the way over here. Let's see if there's any decent ones. Ancestral Blood Grimnir. Yeah, fine. Hardy isn't too bad either. I like both of them. Hardy is also very nice. 15% physical resistance, though against magical damage it won't be helpful. Against most missile fire this will be great. But I gotta go with Ancestral Blood Grimnir. Alright, you're going up north. When you're gonna take a long time to get there, but we have nowhere else that we can get you on field. Keep collecting the income here, at least temporarily. Not sure how temporarily, but temporarily enough. And unless we got buildings to build somewhere where we won't send the architect, which I'm not sure that we do. We're nearly to tier 4. This is why I don't want to delete the Stonebread Bakery. We'll hold off on deleting it. I'm going to hope that it works out for us. Do we want to trade the Terror of Torment to you yet? No, you know what? Because if this guy can move, having just suddenly spawned, if he can go to Stormwrack Mount, then these guys will most likely reclaim it before we get there, which means we'll have to have something to trade for it, which means we'll want to keep that. So we're going to skip. We're going to double check Diplo pathologically. Defensive alliance of the Western Provinces, yes. Nice. And they're near to a military alliance as well. Anybody get friendly from the vision we got out of that? Middenland seems to have lost their army against the Fekendites, but, you know, we kind of forced them into it, but I'm happy with that. Karak. I see that this has been reduced to 82 rather than the 100 and whatever it was. And, oh, whoa. Clan Ferric, you have 3 more provinces left. Oh, this is owned by Ferric? Is that what you're telling me right now, game? Because they were here, and this is the only ruins nearby. This is probably Rictus. I assume. Though I know what you do when you assume. Go figure. Anyway, we want those flame cannons, but I think we got to wait just because they're horrifically expensive at the current time. What's the likelihood that you besiege us? I'm gonna say not 0, unless you're gonna leave the settlement and you're gonna encamp out here instead, and just because it's safer. Do we need to level you? We could give you a mentor. Wait, we have a lot of points left over. And we got everything here that we wanted. Meaning, if we don't get mentor... Wait. We could go all the way to Inquiring Mind, or we could skip that, but we do have Lightning Strike available if we want it. We would have to skip Ancestral Grudge, but frankly it's not a good trait. And Bandolier is relatively useless because I don't think you will run out of ammunition in any battles. Meaning the only thing that we'd be really missing out on is the Rune of Grimnir and Relentless, neither of which are particularly needed in this particular army, as you're going to want to stay with your artillery. Meaning it might be the way to go through that part of the line, but for now we'll leave. I'd like one more battle before the episode ends, so let's end the turn and let's see if we can find one. Hopefully, well, if Grimbrindle doesn't get damaged, we always have the option of... his barge is still a little bit far. I'd like to have the barge with him for his quest battle. Join war against Sylvania. It's a lot of money, and frankly, they're dying. Is there any reason not to do this? No, there is no reason not to do this. Oh, there's one issue with this. Part of our quest, or one of our missions, one of our adventures, is to fight several times in locations. Oh, Olaf is gonna attack Gromby. Yes, we'll see those organ guns. Beautiful. Anyway, one of our quests is to do battle in a place where there's a lot of vampiric corruption, which is getting further and further away from us now. Where the heck do we go to find that? I doubt that Manfred will have survived. Sartosa, maybe. Depends. Interesting. Anyway, we're definitely fighting this guy.
My northern kin, let's get about this. I promised Gremnir there'd be a mighty tally, and I ain't one for breaking such an oath. So come on, let's have 'em!
Alrighty. Grumbrindle's excited, I believe, and I'm excited as well. Our first organ guns on the field, we got 3 of them, and we'll see how effective they are. I always love comparing these things to the Hellblaster volley guns, and we'll see how well they do here. I believe the organ guns aren't as good as sniping like small single lord, like infantry lords, like called Hellbrass and such, but they, as I recall, might be a little bit better at penetrating. Gotta compare the performance. I do remember that the Hellblaster are just ludicrously good at sniping pretty much anything, but I imagine any kind of bigger target than an infantry lord would fall quite quickly to the organ guns as well. Anyway, and especially we will have lots of upgrades for the organ guns due to Malakai's adventures thing. We also have all of our rows of Iron Drakes. No Scolder Guard to lead the Fire Drake or the Flamethrower Iron Drakes as yet, but hopefully all of this will work out. Besides, the enemy has brought way too many Marauder Horsemen to a Trollhammer torpedo fight, as this is something that they should be particularly effective against. Anyway, the organ guns let their first volleys go. They clip the enemy lord a little bit, but those that missed him smash into the infantry lines behind him, as it does work quite well. Looks like this foolish unit of Marauder Horsemen dared to move just close enough to the troll hammers to get absolutely decimated, and quite quickly as well, while the organ guns continue to lay down fire upon the enemy infantry. That said, those brave marauders, the berserkers and regular alike, still rushing towards our lines. Over on the flanks, it looks like more of those poor marauder horses have moved into range of the troll hammers and will back away just as swiftly, as they know that's not going to work out so well. Organ guns will keep on firing on the enemy line. Let's hear that sound. Gun? Oh, of course the other one fires. There we go. Alrighty, and a nice looking battle so far. Grumbrindle's moved out front. I think he's already killed the enemy lord real quick. Didn't even get a chance to watch him duel, but not to worry, this is just the beginning of Grumbrindle's army and adventure, and he'll have plenty of chances to do all that. More Trollhammer torpedoes filling cavalry quite quickly. The Grudge Rakers helping out a little bit on the flanks. Not going to stay in this army, perhaps, possibly, but they do work quite well. I'm thinking of maybe combining. The question is, do we build an army that's all Thunderers, like tons and tons of Thunderers, regular and Grudge Rakers alike, or do we combine Iron Breakers with Thunderers so that the enemy has to, or Thunderers with Grudge Rakers, so that the enemy has to move into range and get hit by shotguns and by the satchel charges alike? I think both might be pretty interesting. Anyway, with that, the enemy army fails to breach our lines and absolutely shatters. We did get a little bit of help from our garrison units, but as we can see by the damage to them, and that includes the miners, the enemy didn't really reach them, being stopped just short. We can still see the sort of exploded places in all those troops lying where they were failing to reach our lines. Anyway, very nice. Very nice. Worked out quite well. We can use our doggos, our gyrocopters, to chase the enemy down best they can. Though I do wish we had a teensy bit more room in the army for more stuff. I might retool it. Well, continue retooling it. Anyway. Yes, we can chase off Scrow. Alright, there we go. Get 2 more completely necessary organ guns to replace those Grudge Rakers and we'll be golden. Though the Grudge Rakers were doing pretty good in that battle as well. Well, it sounds like they wouldn't be useful here either. Anyway, we'll execute and loot, and this guy will besiege us, but we'll kill him off with a quick little auto-resolve right about now. Oh, he didn't besiege us, and this army's still there. Hey, that'll give Gromby something to do as well before we head southward. But anyway, kill this. I wonder how much damage this will do to this type of army. A lot, isn't it? No, it's not. Alright, swell. I always prepare for the worst with the auto-resolve. And there we go, Gormadny tribe destroyed. I wonder where the other ones are. I think one's all the way up here somewhere. Oh, okay, no, I thought that was just like, I thought it was just like some mutated dude. But no. Alright, a Narcissum Portal Pleasurer. Portal Pleasurer? This was my nickname in college, anyway. And camp stands... Wait, will we heal here?
Don't you fret, it's done.
No. Well, we have attrition, so I guess we'll have to walk over here. Alright. I guess another option would be to build some cannons. Wait, can we global recruit them in 1 turn? Eh. I was thinking of building some cannons rather than the Thunderers with Grudge Rakers here, because we won't have organ guns for a little while unless we want to spend massive amounts of cash to upgrade all the way, like 10,000, more than 10,000 gold to go all the way up here. Which we don't. Which we really, really don't. Also, who is this? Norgrim Iron Pick. I'll go up here. You're that new Dragon Slayer. Grimgor, who are you at war with? You at war with Karak Doom. Karak Doom. I assume... Huh, minus 63. Oh, they're losing armies again. Oh, damn. Man, do we... Ah, I'm just now thinking, what if we don't attack him? Grimgor, I mean, because it does seem like Karak. Nah, we'll attack him. I feel bad. Alright, defend military line. Military or defend that? Military lines, go for it. What if he gets us into a war with, like, somebody we don't want to? I mean, he's probably not going to attack the Empire. He's kind of not super friendly with Zufbar. You know what? I don't trust that. Defensive alliance. Alright, and we'll hold off on doing anything military alliance-wise. Zufbar is kind of near to confederating, but they're not legendary, but nonetheless, could be something. And, I see Grimgor. I assume these guys had the Falls of Doom. If Grimgor destroys both of these armies, and oh my lord, oh yeah, Malakai. I see you've got fights in your future, sir. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full stacks and 3 was. So it's 8 stacks, effectively. Malakai, start moving on down there. Take Uzkalek, and that'll be your passage north. South. Just shut up. Auto-resolve this. And leave our gyrocopters alone, would you? And occupy the place. I feel like it was... Oh, I can build cannons out of here. We also got the Bugman's Ranger. I did want to build a Bugman's Rangers focused stack as well. I'm just wondering whether we keep this here or... I mean, we're starting to get money flowing again, which might mean another army ready to go, and frankly, I see that Festus has revived with a full stack, so we need to be ready for him to move towards us again. But anyway, that'll have to be a thing that we're ready for next time as we're out of time. Next time we're sending Stochel Jarbeard with his brand new Iron Drakes towards Siggy, who might, hopefully, will attack him in the sea, as I think he's moving towards Varg camp. Hopefully he's not going for the Monolith of Flesh. We'll send Snorri to grab the Fortress of the Damned and otherwise continue annoying Siggy, who has 5 territories, and we need to start bricking them down, while Malakai starts moving southward towards all these massive piles of armies belonging to Grimgor, and Grimbrindle quickly hunts down this Slaneshi guy and moves into the Empire A to help out with Vlad, and even if Vlad loses, there's a bunch of Malakai's adventure stuff that we have to do here, and they do have to be completed. We might also fight the quest that we have available to Gromby next time as well. Oh, but only as soon as he gets his battle barge, which we're still moving towards him, but actually it's fairly close now. His barge and his Scolder Guard. We just have to figure out what to replace with what. Oh, I guess we just replace the 2 Thunderers, and then if we want more organ guns or possibly some cannons, because obviously these don't have the range of cannons. Though, a moment. Ooh, magical attacks. Wait, magical attacks for Malakai. I thought this was going to say magical attacks for organ guns. Yeah, we now got to dig in for these guys. So they will have the range of cannons. So we don't, I mean, we were already using cannons in enough places, I think. Yeah, more organ guns. More organ guns, people. It's all about the organ guns. Anyway, more fun dwarf action accounts. Stay tuned. Don't forget to leave those likes and comments below. All glory to the algorithm. And oh my lord, the Empire's at war with the Wood Elves. We're gonna have to help. And thanks for watching.